Number 24. Charlotte Flair's nip slip.
She tapped for the first time in her career. Look at her knee.
Charlotte Flair had one of the most talked about slip-ups at WrestleMania 38. And no, we're not talking about her in-ring performance. During her showdown with Ronda Rousey on WWE's grandest stage, a sudden wardrobe malfunction was so noticeable that the broadcast actually cut to black for a moment. It happened when Flair tried to push herself up from the canvas, and a quick nip slip turned into an unexpected headline. The 36-year-old played it off like a pro, but for fans watching at home, the brief blackout spoke louder than any commentary. Although Charlotte Flair defeated Ronda Rousey with a vicious big boot to end the match and successfully defend her SmackDown Women's Championship, the fans were most interested in her visible airbags. When the same thing happened on Monday Night Raw in 2020, Flair had to deal with it as well, but the officials saved her after pausing the broadcast. She should probably wear 2 bras at this point. If you think that's embarrassing, keep watching because near the end, a female superstar's entire pants got ripped off mid-match, and she kept wrestling like it was no big deal. Number 23. Sasha Banks' backside exposed.
Who the hell do you think you are, huh?
Sasha Banks, aka The Boss, was tearing it up in a tag team main event with Bayley against Ronda Rousey and Natalya. She was pulling off some seriously tough moves all over the ring, but sadly her trunks just couldn't keep up. During the January 21st, 2019 Raw match, Sasha's trunks slipped down for a brief second, giving the crowd a surprise peek at her rear end. WWE's production truck moved fast, switching camera angles and even cutting to black for a few seconds so she could fix herself without missing a beat. Some eagle-eyed viewers, however, caught the whole thing and shared images online. Apparently, Sasha was wearing a sheer underlayer, which is why WWE scrambled to censor the moment. But true to her nickname, she handled it like a boss and kept the match going strong. Number 22. Brock Lesnar's torn shorts.
Cody still has it hooked.
While male wrestlers mostly wear shorts and don't have to worry about the other body parts, they're still prone to wardrobe malfunctions. Take, for example, Brock Lesnar, whose shorts were brutally ripped during an intense match with Cody Rhodes. It was the highly anticipated rubber match between the two, where Cody ended up winning with 3 repeated crossroads. The match also saw Brock shaking hands with Cody and acknowledging him as the winner. But the headlines were made by Brock's ripped pants. His private parts were almost visible at some points, but there was neither any stoppage in the broadcast nor any blackouts. Lesnar also didn't care much, and Cody was just as fine. Everyone went home happy that day. Number 21. Carmella's strap broken.
Win the championship. Carmella cover to win the title yet again.
During a 2021 WWE house show, Carmella ended up stealing more attention than expected thanks to a little wardrobe drama. Since house shows don't have the same strict camera coverage as weekly shows or pay-per-views, these mishaps aren't edited out, which means the live crowd gets the full, unfiltered view. In the middle of a fast-paced clash with SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair, the strap of Carmella's wrestling top decided it was time to quit. And in wrestling, this kind of slip isn't just awkward, it can mess with a performer's focus, confidence, and safety. Acting fast, Carmella fixed the broken strap and subtly adjusted her moves so nothing else would give way. The match's video went viral online, and Carmella even commented on the wardrobe malfunction on her official Twitter account, saying "y'all wish" in bikini emoji. Number 20. Tiffany Stratton slipping top.
Candice LeRae, here is Tiffy time.
Tight leather, shiny straps, and all that sparkle are great for entrances, but not so great when you're getting slammed around the ring. Tiffany Stratton found that out the hard way during a February 2020 episode of SmackDown against Candice LeRae. While standing in the corner getting ready to strike, her top slipped off on its own. Tiffany continued to wrestle, not realizing what had happened, but then the officials took matters into their own hands and interrupted the broadcast for a few seconds. The match then continued as usual, and Tiffany ended up winning thanks to a beautiful moonsault from the top rope. Number 19. Jackie Gayda's flash out. Known as one of the most significant wardrobe malfunctions in WWE history, Jackie Gayda's pillows were exposed for a considerable period of time in front of the entire audience and the broadcast. The incident occurred during an episode of Monday Night Raw in 2002, when provocative stories were common, but the scene that night was completely unexpected. Jackie Gayda was bending over for some reason, and a guy was positioned right behind her. When she got back up, a large portion of her chest was visible, sending the fans into a state of frenzy. They were just a few feet away from the commentators, but no one reacted, and the segment continued as usual. Gayda later went on to star in one of the worst matches in WWE history, when she performed more botches than actual moves. Fair to say, she was not made for wrestling. Number 18. Natalya's ripped pants.
Natalya has it locked in.
If Natalya gets this locked on Sunday, we're going to have a new Divas champion.
Natalya is one of WWE's most skilled and tough superstars, known for her technical moves and no-nonsense attitude inside the ring. But even the best sometimes get caught in a wardrobe disaster. Her most memorable mishap came at WrestleMania 34, during the first ever Women's Battle Royale. While getting slammed out of the match by Sasha and Bayley, Natalya's pants decided to betray her at the worst possible moment. Yep, her black leather ring gear split right near the crotch, leaving her awkwardly falling to the floor. The crowd definitely noticed, but it was a fan in the front row who really made sure everyone online saw what happened by snapping pictures that quickly went viral. But that wasn't the only time she was embarrassed on live TV. Just a year earlier on an episode of Monday Night Raw, Natalya's pants ripped through the exact same spot. I guess she should just stop wearing leather pants from now on. Number 17. Rhea Ripley innerwear damaged. Rhea Ripley had a close call during a WWE live event in Dortmund, Germany, where she was worried her puppies might make an unexpected appearance for the crowd. She ended up beating Liv Morgan that night, but while her top stayed put, her bra didn't quite hold up after some innerwear got torn. As she made her way backstage, Ripley was spotted adjusting her attire, demonstrating her professionalism and situational control. She later joked on Twitter that the fans will never get to see her terror twins. Number 16. Liv Morgan's bra slip.
Leaving her imprint on this match.
Watch it.
Oh, what a super kick.
The Royal Rumble stands out as one of wrestling's most intense yearly spectacles, where every move counts under extreme pressure. At the 2021 event, Liv Morgan made a memorable entrance sporting a bold look inspired by Christina Aguilera's Dirty video. During the match, her bra started slipping, but with the action moving so fast, she had no chance to adjust it. Thankfully, the design of her outfit prevented any serious wardrobe disasters. Even with this challenge, Liv kept her cool and performed like a pro, handling one of wrestling's biggest stages with grace and focus. Number 15. Awkward pinup. At the 2010 Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Women's Championship, Maryse went head-to-head with 3 other competitors. The match was intense, and Alicia Fox seemed ready to take the win after a tough battle. But when Alicia pinned Maryse, she did it from a weird angle that accidentally exposed Maryse more than anyone expected. Even the camera officials missed it and kept rolling like it's a normal Sunday for them. The moment didn't really catch attention until some hardcore simps started buzzing about it online. Despite the chatter, WWE still has the full match on record with 0 cuts or edits. Number 14. Dana Brooke WrestleMania nip slip.
Brooke from the top.
Oh, taking out the 2 power.
Why are most of these mishaps happening on the greatest stage of them all? Unlike Rhea Ripley's lucky save, Dana Brooke's chest was actually seen on live television after a major wardrobe malfunction at WrestleMania 37. Together with Mandy Rose, she participated in the women's tag team turmoil match, and as the Divas were engaged in fierce combat with the Riot Squad, an unexpected scene in which Brooke's top slipped and became visible took place. Following that, WWE quickly cut the live broadcast to black to avoid further exposure, but the damage had already been done, because fans had captured footage of the mishap. The incident was met with humor from fans, and Dana herself later made a classy joke on Twitter, saying, "Call us nip slips. At least we looked good doing it, and kicked ass regardless." Number 13. Daniel Bryan's trunks slip.
Goes Bryan. It is over. From the top.
The 5-time world champion Daniel Bryan had an embarrassing moment when his trunks slipped during his Elimination Chamber match against Drew Gulak, Everyone got to see where he got all that yes energy from. At the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Bryan was locked in an intense battle with Gulak, showing off all his ring skills and fighting spirit. But amid all the action, sharp-eyed fans noticed Bryan's trunks riding up way higher than usual. Apparently, Gulak was tugging a little too hard, which caused Bryan's gear to give him an unexpected reveal. The most cringeworthy moment came when Bryan was thrown upside down off the top rope with a suplex, leaving one of his guys waving hello to the crowd. At first, Bryan didn't even realize what had happened. It wasn't until he landed from his flight the next day and started getting texts from friends that he found out about his accidental cameo. He admitted on the Bella Twins podcast that the exposure was super embarrassing at first, but eventually he just laughed it off and saw the funny side of the whole thing. Number 12. Zelina Vega's slip during her signature 619.
United States Champion, Zelina Vega!
People love to blame wardrobe malfunctions on divas with bigger chests, saying the extra weight and tiny outfits make accidents inevitable, but that is not the full story. Wardrobe fails can happen to anyone at any time, just like Zelina Vega found out. During a live SmackDown broadcast from Bologna, Italy, Zelina faced off against Piper Niven and ran into not just one, but multiple wardrobe issues. The real kicker came when she went for her signature 619, a flashy flying move inspired by Rey Mysterio. That move usually wows the crowd, but this time it also caused her gear to give out, briefly cutting the live stream. It was such a big malfunction that WWE officials had to stop the broadcast to avoid any more accidental exposure. Definitely not a minor wardrobe slip. Number 11. Jade Cargill's 7 million views disaster.
From the top rope with Jade and look at this. Oh!
At WrestleMania 41, Jade Cargill faced Naomi in one of the most eagerly awaited matches. Both divas brought their athleticism and energy, sending the fans into a buzz of excitement. But during several intense moments, like corner strikes and bouncing off the ropes, Jade's top shifted upward just enough to raise some concerns about a possible wardrobe slip. But WWE's production crew was on it, quickly switching camera angles every time things got risky to avoid showing anything inappropriate. Thankfully, no real nudity ever made it to the broadcast, though some videos claiming Jade's peaks were visible made their way online and went viral. One clip even got over 7 million views. Not one to stay silent, Jade fired back with a tweet that definitely ruffled some WWE simps. She wrote, "That got over 7 million views on Twitter. Y'all wild and it wasn't even my nipple, you virgins." She added that she always wears protective nipple covers during matches, so there was never a chance of full exposure. Number 10. McIntyre's outfit gets stuck.
Wardrobe malfunction.
Somebody want to help me get this off?
You might think you're safe if a wardrobe malfunction happens at an event that's not on TV, but these days, escaping the phone cameras is nearly impossible. Drew McIntyre found himself in a pretty awkward spot when he couldn't get out of his entrance gear because it got stuck. Luckily, this didn't happen during the actual match. As he was getting ready to face Jinder Mahal, McIntyre struggled to remove his kilt. The moment got even weirder when ring announcer Byron Saxton jumped in to help, all caught on video. That clip of McIntyre wrestling with his kilt quickly went viral on social media, and the WWE superstar played along perfectly, joking with the audience and the camera like a pro. In a later social media response to the video, McIntyre joked, "You never know what's going to happen at a WWE house show." Number 9. Eva Marie's bra disaster. Eva Marie has had her fair share of minor wardrobe mishaps. During Raw and SmackDown, usually slipping tops or torn straps. Most of the time, WWE production is quick to switch camera angles, giving her just enough time to fix her gear without too much fuss. But things got real during a SmackDown Live episode in August 2016. Just before her match with Becky Lynch, Eva's wrestling top snapped unexpectedly. Switching to a commercial and having a blackout was out of option now that her bra completely fell off. Eva nervously covered up with her hands while the referee asked for a towel and handed it to her. Eva then made a swift exit from the ring. Since she couldn't continue, the match was called off. Fans ironically called that clip Eva Marie's greatest WWE moment, and it's racked up nearly 50 million views online. WWE even made a special video segment about the malfunction for their Canvas to Canvas web series, showing behind-the-scenes footage from their shows. On the Ring the Bell podcast, Eva Marie opened up about WWE's policy for female superstars dealing with wardrobe malfunctions. She explained that when WWE went PG and everything was live, they put a rule in place requiring all women to wear pasties and tape under their gear to avoid unexpected slips. Apparently, several divas had already had some wardrobe drama before that rule kicked in. Number 8. Lita's Peaks.
This is the menage a trois, huh? I hope that doesn't throw anybody up.
Fans had their jaws drop when Edge and Lita did the unthinkable on a 2006 episode of Raw. After Edge cashed in his Money in the Bank and won the WWE Championship from John Cena, he and Lita decided to make love in front of the entire world. WWE had arranged a bed for them, and the two seemingly did it under the sheets. At one point, Lita's revealing outfit had a few wardrobe malfunctions, but WWE was quick to edit out anything too explicit during the broadcast. According to Lita's book, the ladies usually tape everything up to avoid these kinds of issues, but it is quite evident that Lita didn't even bother taping anything on that day, as she was in the mood. Later on, her top briefly slipped, and some guys in the front row shouted, "I just saw Lita's Peaks." If only smartphones had been around back then. Number 7. Becky Lynch adjusting her top.
Becky Lynch is in the Women's Royal Rumble match.
This is the moment which finally proved that the man is in fact a woman. During her Royal Rumble match against Asuka, Becky Lynch had a close call with a wardrobe malfunction that could have turned into a full reveal. Luckily, WWE's broadcast team was on top of things and cut away just in time to avoid any accidental exposure. Becky had been fiddling with her top throughout the match, and even fans saw her adjusting it right before the screen went dark. Twitter quickly blew up with people complaining about the blackout and jokingly asking who actually got to see Becky's cannons. Thankfully for Becky, no photos of the malfunction ever surfaced online. After a short pause, the broadcast picked right back up, and Lynch kept giving her all in the ring. To top off the night, she went on to win the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble match, proving that wardrobe issues couldn't stop her. Number 6. Batista's last-minute disaster. After a 4-year break, Batista was finally making his big return at the 2014 Royal Rumble, and the crowd was buzzing with excitement. But just minutes before hitting the ring, disaster struck. One of his boot's zippers broke, sending Batista into a bit of a panic as his entrance number was coming up fast. With no spare boots around, he had to roll with the broken one no matter what. He was already nervous about his comeback, and this wardrobe mishap wasn't helping. Thankfully, the production team jumped into action and managed to sew up the boot just in time. Batista even squeezed in a quick 30-second warm-up before stepping out. The crowd went absolutely wild when he finally hit the stage, and Batista didn't just show up, he dominated, finishing the night by throwing Roman Reigns over the top rope to win the whole damn thing. Number 5. Mickie James saves Alexa Bliss.
Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss.
Sometimes wardrobe mishaps get caught just in time, like when Mickie James saved Alexa Bliss from a major fashion fail. In an interview with Adam Glynn, Alexa was asked about her most embarrassing WWE moment. She recalled a 2017 in-ring segment where she accidentally wore her ring shorts backwards. How does that even happen? Luckily, her sharp-eyed friend Mickie noticed before things got out of hand and quickly let Alexa know. During the commercial break, Alexa rushed on stage to fix her outfit and slipped back into the ring without the audience ever catching on. If Mickie hadn't spotted the mix-up, that wardrobe malfunction could have turned into a whole different story. After the interview, both Mickie James and Alexa Bliss shared some fun memories on Twitter, remembering how Mickie totally saved the day. Number 4. AJ Styles' pants split open.
It's a little rip in the pants of AJ Styles.
AJ Styles found himself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons when his pants ripped during a brutal tables, ladders, and chairs match against Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Championship at TLC 2016. The crowd was on the edge of their seats as the two battled fiercely, But during a wild moment when Ambrose slammed Styles between the chairs, the back of AJ's pants gave way. Before he even knew it, a cheeky part of his backside was on full display for the live audience and broadcast viewers alike. Fans on social media couldn't stop talking about it, finding the whole thing both embarrassing and hilarious. AJ himself later joked about the mishap online, showing he doesn't mind showing a bit of cheeks. Number 3. Asuka's peak slip.
Oh, look at Asuka! Look for the armbar! Asuka caught!
Even the best WWE superstars can get caught off guard by wardrobe malfunctions. And Asuka found that out during a fast-paced Raw match in 2018 against Nia Jax. In the heat of the action, one of Asuka's peaks decided to make a surprise appearance. Luckily, she was quick to fix the gear, and the cameras wisely switched angles to save her from a full reveal. The incident didn't make it into the replays, streaming versions, or YouTube clips, but somehow slipped past backstage staff during the live broadcast. Thanks to multiple camera angles, fans still caught the moment online. Twitter is always watching, especially for wardrobe slip-ups, and the simps never miss a chance to share their favorite mishaps. Number 2. AJ Lee's top pulled up. AJ Lee had plenty of steamy moments throughout her WWE career, but one wardrobe malfunction during a mixed tag match on SmackDown really caught people's attention. Teaming up with Dolph Ziggler, AJ faced off against Natalya and the Great Khali in a match fans were excited to see. In the heat of the action, AJ's top got pulled up just enough to flash her bra. Luckily, the referee and Dolph Ziggler noticed right away. To keep things under wraps, the broadcast crew quickly switched to a different camera angle while Ziggler did his best to shield her from the lens. The audience and viewers barely saw anything, and the situation was handled smoothly. AJ had a similar mishap back in late 2012 during her feud with Vicky Guerrero. Things got physical, and when Vicky's hand accidentally tugged on AJ's top, a few buttons popped open, giving a quick peek of cleavage before everything was sorted out. Number 1. Dawn Marie debacle. There are wardrobe malfunctions, but then there's Dawn Marie's disaster when her pants literally tore off, exposing her back and thong. This happened during her match against Tori Wilson at WWE Judgment Day in 2004. The match was at its peak, with fans getting into the action, when suddenly Dawn Marie's pants came undone right in the middle of the ring. Her bare backside was on full display for the live audience and viewers watching at home. Despite the awkward situation, Dawn Marie didn't even bother covering it up, and the officials continued filming as if they were enjoying it too. Dawn Marie even performed some intense maneuvers, which exposed her back even more. And despite being the heel, the crowd was now cheering for her. Many fans later said that the wardrobe slip was the most entertaining part of what some called a dull match. The incident is still regarded by many as the most wardrobe malfunction ever in WWE's history.